click.
All right, hey guys, welcome to our Girl Talk Live with Dr. Shamarah J. Hutchins. I feel like we should have put this somewhere. Okay, all right, there we go. Yes, so I'm here with Dr. Shamarah, who just released her debut book. Do you want to tell us your book?
Yes, my book is called The Herology of a Woman. It's a memoir of my personal story, but also some therapeutic tools in it.
All right. So if you guys are not aware, I'm author Nicole D. Miller, and I host an event called Girl Talk. Our next segment is Girl Talk, Women Who Bounce Back. It will be Sunday, November 24th, 6 to 9 p.m. at Ink Therapy Studio. And Dr. Shamarah is one of our featured panelists. So Dr. Shamarah, kind of catch us up on what you've been up to since the last Girl Talk.
Man, our last Girl Talk was what, July?
Yeah, so you weren't actually able to be in the one in June, but you did do the one in March. So what's been happening since March?
Okay. It's been a long time. I feel like it was just yesterday. But I wrote a book. That's number one. I had my 40th birthday party.
Woo!
Yes. And I've just been building Herology, building my businesses, increasing the awareness of mental health within society, and within schools, within women organizations. So that's what I've been doing for 2024 in general, and so I just kept continuing to build upon that. So the major thing was my book and turning 40.
Okay, so how long were you thinking about writing a book? What helped you push forward in writing a book? How was that journey?
So I've been thinking about writing a book for a very long time. I could say it's about been 10 years. I focused on it about 5 years ago. I really put some serious thought into it about three years ago, where I started to just dive in, getting assistance from a writing coach. I started that for a while, did not work out. And so I was like, I'm a very determined person. So when I put my mind to something, I have to finish it. And so I started the process, and I'm just like, I need to find the perfect thing or the perfect alignment. And that's when I met Nicole about...
She found me.
Yes, 2 years ago, I met Nicole just at a random event. And we just kept in contact, and I was really like bummed that the last writing person I was with did not work out. Like, I felt like everything was aligned, but then it wasn't. And so I was just scrolling through social media, and she wrote something like, "Ooh, I'm enjoying this ghostwriting." And I was like, "What? Yes, you ghostwrite? Let's get together." And so she actually helped me, finish the assignment that I wanted to finish before my 40th birthday. That was the goal, and we achieved the goal.
Yay, exciting. So what are some of the topics that you touch on in your memoir for those who are interested in reading?
Man, there are a lot of topics, but most of the topics deal with trauma, just dealing with my parents, being raised by my grandmother, some abuse, some neglect that happened, how I actually went through it, how I maintained it, how I got through every situation, my realization of how God has always been there in the different ways that he showed me that he was there. And, hindsight is 2020, just thinking about it. And I'm just like, yeah, he put his foot there and made sure that I went the right way and not the left way. And so those are the big components, and how to regulate, and how I came about understanding my emotions, and how not letting my emotions after a while take over my decisions.
Now, your book, and I do know firsthand, is a powerful story of resilience, which is the perfect, you're the perfect, I guess, qualified person to speak on this subject for women who bounce back. Mm-hmm. So can you give us maybe one instance where you felt like you bounced back and you practiced resilience?
Absolutely. Like, I can tell you a lot of them, but the first one that came to my mind was I've always wanted to be a doctor. From the moment I was 7 years old, I told my mother I wanted to be a doctor. I told my godmother at 12, I want to be a doctor, a doctor, a doctor. That's all I saw was doctor. Bill Cosby, all of them, that's the doctor I saw. And so I did go to medical school for 2 years, and unfortunately I was kicked out of medical school for some academic issues. Never had academic issues a day in my life. until I got to that point. And so it was determined by the committee that maybe medicine was not the thing for me. And so I was devastated. I just did not know what I wanted to do because that was my whole dream. And so from there, I hated psychology in college, but I was able to work with behavior modification, work with developmental disability sex offenders, which made me meet someone who went to get their doctorate in psychology, a clinical psychologist. And so I said, you know what, maybe I should give this a try. I will still be a doctor. I'll still be able to help people. Maybe this is the route that I'm supposed to take to help others. And so when I applied for my doctorate for the school, all the doors open. I never had one roadblock when it came to my doctorate degree. Everything aligned up, every door open. I didn't have any issues. I've heard terrifying stories of doctorate degrees, and I felt like my road was just amazing, and I'm here now standing as a doctor. But I could have let that roadblock of people that did not look like me, or people at the table saying that maybe being a doctor of medicine was not for you.
So very inspiring, especially given your starting point, which I won't ruin for those who want to read your book. So you've accomplished a lot, right? Mm-hmm. So what are some of the things that are still kind of on your bucket list or that you're looking forward to in the upcoming new year?
So 40 is a new decade. And so this decade is all about just what am I doing to leave a legacy? If I die today, how would I continue to be recognized, have my family continue to do what I sought out to do? I want to be not only helping people with mental health in Ohio, I want to help people with mental health all over the United States through the different programs that I offer. Well, it's the Melanated Minds Network, a network for minorities to talk about mind, body, and spirit, to help them understand mental health is okay to talk about. It's no longer a stigma within our community. Whether it's being a part of, schools and having it every day, being a part of, the education, the day-to-day, instead of just dropping in, making sure that mental health is a part of the school day, just like gym, just like music, a specialty. But just understanding that, everything starts with understanding that your mental health has to be in a line. So I'm really focused now that I've made some great accomplishments. I did a lot of goals, is really focusing on legacy.
I love that. And I love the idea of having a mental health option or elective in school. That, I never even thought to do that. And it's so needed. So how can people buy your book, support you, be on the lookout for new endeavors?
Yeah, so you can buy my book. It's on Amazon. Have your 2-day shipping. You can get it in 2 days. You can also go on my website, themindologistdoc.com, and purchase it there. Purchase it on my website. 1, it gives you an autographed copy. 2, all the proceeds that goes from or that are purchased from my website, at the end of each quarter, I give 10% of those proceeds to a women-led nonprofit. And so those are the ways you can purchase my book. You can follow me on social media at The Mindologist as well.
Yay! And someone here, Boss Moves Connections, said congratulations.
Thank you, Monique. I appreciate it.
All right, guys. So definitely catch us at the next Girl Talk Sunday, November 24th from 6 to 9 p.m. at Ink Therapy Studio, where Dr. Shamarah will be our featured panelist along with amazing other women. Tickets are $10, $15 at the door, and available at Eventbrite. Thank you, Dr. Shamarah.
Absolutely.
Bye, guys.